Hi FlossTube friends and family, how are you today? Today is Sunday, very lazy Sunday, April 22nd, 2018. And I thought I would come on today to share with you all what my 2018 Stitch Mania plans are. I've spent the bigger part of this morning trying to finalize my list of stitchy plans, and I think I have it pretty much set. Of course, it's always subject to change as the month goes on. Before I get into my 2018 plans though, I'd like to kind of recap. This will be the 4th annual Stitch Mania. I did not get to participate in the first one. I was in the midst of an international move and just couldn't wrap my head around adding to that with stitching. But I did participate in 2016 and 2017. So in 2016, I had 32 new starts. Of those 32 new starts, I finished 26 of those. Some of them fully finished, most of them not fully finished. So that left me with 5 works in progress. And of those 5, we'll get into that. But I had 5 works in progress. Then I had 1 that I just completely gave up on, decided not to continue on. In 2017, I had 32 projects. 5 of those were carryovers from 2016. Of those 5 carryovers, I had 2 remaining WIPs. So I had 12 finishes. 3 of those were from the 5 carryovers, and then 9 were 2017 new starts. So with that in mind, I thought long and hard what I wanted to do this year, and call me crazy, but I plan on having 31 projects, 1 for each day. And again, like I said, this is subject to change. I didn't plan on having 32 in 2016 or 2017, but in 2016 I think I added a quick little stitch from Plutonium Muffin, and then in 2017 I think the Salem Not Forgotten was an add-in. So who knows what will happen in 2018, if I will add something additional in, or maybe I'll take something out. You never know. So in no particular order, apart from, I do have them separated into fully kitted and partially kitted. Partially kitted in as much as what needs DMC and then what needs specialty threads. I think I have all my fabric sorted. I do need to dye some of my fabric, but we'll see what happens with that as we move along in the month. So again, really in no particular order, I think what I will probably do as the month moves along, I will just pull one out of the pile and work on it that way. I don't have any plans of doing, you know, Santa Sunday or Witchy Wednesday. I'm just going to wing it. So my first one that I just pulled out today, right now, is called Lady Liberty. And this was a gift to me. It's by You and I and Friends. And nice little quirky patriotic stitch. And I'm not going to share with you today what fabric I'm going to use or what fibers I will use. I will do weekly updates as May progresses and let you know what I'm using at that time. Number 2, and these happen to be the ones that I need to pull all the DMC floss for, so Not Forgotten Farm, Rabbit Stew. I've had this one in my stash for quite some time. Well, it came out in 2015. I think I probably purchased it in 2015, so I've had it for 3 years. I actually forgot that I had it because I didn't have it in my Not Forgotten Farm folder. I had it in like a holiday folder that I didn't frequent very often. The next one is by Pineberry Lane. And there are 3 charts in this pack. I'm not sure if I will do all 3 or I will just choose my favorite. It's called Old Black Cat and Friends. So you see the 2 larger charts there, and then this chart is also in this chart pack. I'm leaning toward one of these 2 though, if I only do one. So we will see however the mood strikes on that day. Then next up is, got all my sticky notes tacked on here. This is by Homespun Sampler. It's called Unfinished. I love that it's unfinished, and I'm anxious to start on this in all of its beautiful muted tones. Okay, so that's all I have, and I'm trying to keep these somewhat in order. We'll see how that works. Next up is a Brenda Gervais with my needle and thread called Live Simply, and it wasn't until I was picking out fabric and floss for this that I realized this is stitched 1/1. I'm happy about that. Live Simply. Then we have, and I'm not keeping count as we go on, I know there's 31 here. Jenny Bean's Pin Tuffet by the Shakespeare's Peddler. Next, what if you can, Queen Bee Pincushion, Heartstring Samplery. After this, I'm going to get in my sewing room and make some project bags. This one I cannot show you, well, I guess I can show you this part. I have it covered up by, it's called Farm Fresh by Hands On Design. This chart came with something. If you bought the Just Pins, I think. This is a new market release. That's what it looks like. Thought that would be a cute, quick one. So I have a combination of large, small, medium. And we have another hands-on design that was new at market this year called Stitch Over 2. Can't wait to stitch that little tomato design. Then next up is another Heartstring Samplery. I saw this chart forever ago, and it would go in my cart, come out of my cart, go in my cart, come out of my cart, and I finally just decided I need this. I definitely need this. B is for Beekeeper. Another Oh, I made some new project bags too. Another Shakespeare Peddler. God Save the Queen. Anxious to start on that. And that was a 2018 market release. And then from Blackbird Design, Shall I Compare Thee to a Summer's Day? This one, and then there's another small in here that I think I might just throw in whichever day I decide to stitch this one. So all of those that I just shared with you, I need to pull fibers for. These I have fully kitted. This one is Cherry Hollow Farm by Stacy Nash. It came fully kitted. I think I got this from Jen's Stitching Niche quite a while ago. Looking forward to stitching that. Another one that I picked up from Jen's Stitching Niche quite a while ago, Heirloom Tomato and Wild Berry Kit, Shakespeare's Peddler. And it came with the fabric, the floss, and the little lid to finish that in. And sticking with Shakespeare's Peddler, the Frector Bird. And this one came with the fibers and some finishing material. A throwback from 2017 Stitch Mania is Potion, Brews, and Spells. This came out of the 2016 Just Cross Stitch Halloween edition. And my feeble start on this for 2017 was this. And I have not touched it since then. So hopefully it will get some love this year. Another one from 2017, Honeyberry, from Erica Michaels, stitched on the silk gauze. And I had a good start on this one originally. Let's see if I can find something to put behind this. And I stitched the outline in completely the wrong color. So I had to restart it, and that's where I got on the restart. And that's over 1 on 40 count silk using DMC. A new start for 2018 will be Abigail Colby's Extract Sampler, A Cheerful Mind. And I will be doing this on 40 count, no, 36 count 1/1. And someday I will do the larger one, but not today. Chessie and Me, 1801 House. This came as a kit. It has the fabric, the fibers, and box to finish it on. And it's called 1801 House. I love those that willow tree. Then another one from Brenda Gervais called I could get it out. Again, maybe not. Oh my goodness, it is. There we go. 3 Black-Eyed Susans. And I think that was probably inspired by Jen's stitching niche. One that I've had kitted up for a very long time. The Sampler Stocking by Carriage House Samplings. I don't know why I haven't started that in the past. I mean, I've had it kitted up for quite some time, and I just keep passing it by. And you guys remember my name is Lydia. And this again is another Stacy Nash. And I'll be doing this, which maybe a better view of it is here. Anxious to play with that one. And a 2017 throwback in Santa Claus Land, Brenda Gervais. I have worked on this more since Mania 2017. I can't remember. Oops. Let me take pattern off of here. Sorry for all the wrinkles. Nobody got time to be pressing it today. There is my progress on that. So, he's so cute. Anxious to get back to him too. And another one that I have had, the fabric and the pattern since 2010 maybe, 2011. When did it come out? Does it say? Remember, I bought it at Dying to Stitch, and I haven't been there in many a year. Probably does not say. It is by Carriage House Sampling, and it's called My Hometown. I'm not going to be using the silk, so I probably will just do DMC conversion, or I might convert with my Victorian Motto Sampler threads. Again, another one that I don't know why I didn't. Does she have a? Why I didn't start this, apart from it's rather large, even though it doesn't look it in the photo. Sorry, I'm trying to see what year it came out. I hate it when they don't put that on there. I have my working copy in here too, so it's... I don't see a date. Or I'm just missing it. Anyway. See if I can see a date on hers. Oh well. Maybe I'll figure out and let you guys know when I stitch it. Okay, we are coming down to the last few. Another 2017 start was Sarah Ann Cotty sampler, and this comes from the Primitive Needle, or Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher, Spring 2017 issue. The front looks like that. And the sampler looks like this. And don't blink, because you might miss it, because I have a huge start on this. Can you see it? What can I say? And then this one we all know and love, Lila's Studio, Let Freedom Ring. I still love it just as much today as I did the first day I saw it. And sorry for all the threads hanging. Sorry, not sorry. This is my start. I started at the bottom, and I will continue working across. I didn't get anything from her off of this market. I need to go take a look at that. Okay, maybe there are a few more than I thought, or maybe not. Another throwback from 2017, and I still love this one just as much as the first day I saw it. Jeanette Douglas, Vintage Birds. And my tiny, tiny, tiny little start on that. Again, working from the bottom up. And number 29. Kathy Barrick, Bee Study, 2017 start. And this is where I am. Probably have that going the wrong way. Yes, I do. It's upside down. That's where I am on that one. Ouch, Kathy, you almost gave me a paper cut. Number 30 is a Mill-Hill kit that Trisha from 3L Threads gifted to me. Fireflies. Just thought that was adorable. Brings back lots of memories of when I was a child catching fireflies. And 31 is sort of a mystery that involves this folder with all of these designs. Whoops, sorry. It may include many, if not all, of these designs. So I'm going to leave that with that little teaser for you guys, because I have a lot of work to do before I can start on it. So that's going to be May 31st. And that's it. As if that's not enough. I'm excited. I love, love, love Stitch Maynia. Even though later in the year I get a little bit of anxiety over how many whips I have. Remember like several months ago when I was going through that anxiety? But I kind of have had a new thought on it. They're in my collection. What does it matter if I put a few stitches in or I haven't? I'll get to them when I get to them, and if I don't, I don't. I'm just happy that I've gotten the chance to play with fabric and thread and needle, and that's the part that counts. Whether they're finished or not doesn't really count. It's the enjoyment that I get from them while I'm working on them. Whether it's a finish is not a significant part of the whole thing. So that's my thought process, or my justification, if you will, of why I'm going to go ahead and do 31 starts again. It just sets me up for the rest of the year. I like, okay, here's confession time. I hate having to kit things up. I like to just go pick out a project bag and have everything there that I need. I don't want to, you know, it's, the fun to me is the stitching. The fun is not in picking the fabric and picking the fibers. And maybe that's why I haven't done a lot of switching out of fibers, because that just makes my head go crazy. I'm envious of those of you who have that ability to switch things out and they look fabulous. I don't have that talent. So most of the time, like 99.9% of the time, I will use the call for fibers and the call for fabric. So if I can do a whole lot of kitting up at one time and then just go pull from that stash, that makes me happy. Is anyone else like that? I don't know. I don't know. That, like I said, that's my least favorite part about this hobby, is having to pull everything together and get it ready. The best part is the stitching, so why not start all the things? Okay, friends, I will be back toward the end of the month with my regular update. I have been stitching more than I thought this month with everything that's going on. It's still going to be a busy end of the month, and even into May it's going to be busy with helping my daughter do all the things that she needs to do. But I'll try to take a few minutes every day to stitch and just unwind and take me to that happy place. So until the end of the month, I hope you all are happy, healthy, and stitching lots. Speak to you soon. Bye for now.